What is up, everybody? And welcome back to another Cerebreath System video. Oh, I've been doing these. I've been needing to do these for a while. I've been dealing with this throat cold and everything, and honestly, I should be resting right now, but I need to do videos, so here we go. Today's video is about apocalypse. Seems fitting, given the fact that everyone's freaking out about a potential world-ending event with the coronavirus. I guess. It has nothing to really do with it. But, Apocalypse is an interesting area. It's where one of my others lives. It's where Zombina is. I've mentioned her before. She is one of my dead others, technically. Apocalypse is sort of a small town. It is completely demolished. Well, not demolished. It's run down. There's, like, those barrels that have flames in them all over the place, and you can see smoke rising if you're looking above it. And it's inhabited by zombies. Go figure. The only difference between this and a normal zombie movie is that these zombies are not only sentient, they are very, very friendly. They will generally not attack you unless you attack them first. Which, you know, nobody within my inner world wants to attack them. You know, for obvious reasons. Apocalypse, despite its rundown demeanor, does have a thriving small town sort of life to it. There's a small eatery that I'm trying to remember. I think it's called Dead Bob's or something like that. It's basically got a picture of a zombie with a brain burger on the sign, which is really funny. There's a bowling alley. There's a skating rink. It's basically, how do I describe this? It's basically like, think of like any 80s movie, and like how they have like skating rinks and bowling alleys and all kinds of stuff like that, and diners. That's pretty much what it is, except completely run down. Like, it's a little bit like Fallout. Like certain areas of Fallout 4 and stuff like that. It's a little bit like that. Honestly, I think I compared it in the past to a combination of Fallout, 80s movies, and Left 4 Dead, which is insane. Honestly, though, it is a very interesting town. Like, you go in there, and you're like, well, you can't really go in there because system hopping's not a thing. I'm going to keep pointing that out until people believe it, because it annoys me that people think it's a thing. Anyway, but, if you were, you know, to go into my mind, which you can't, but if, like, say I went in there, I would be stunned and a little bit afraid of the zombies walking around. But, you know, they don't want to hurt you or anything, they're just kind of there. That being said, a lot of structures within this area are not safe to be in. They are falling apart. There's all kinds of risks that can happen. Sometimes random fires break out because the zombies don't feel anything. They can sometimes end up, you know, brushing against the freaking barrels of flames on them and lighting something on fire. It happens, which really makes me worry about Dead Bob's Eatery, because that has a lot of fire. Yikes. But honestly, like, I think the main thing that I like about this area is Zombina's little house. She actually has the most nice house. She has the nicest house there. It's the most, like, polished, the least run down, and it's where she keeps the jars that I mentioned in a previous video. So basically, she does her job from her home. She doesn't really go out that often, but when she does, she usually frequents things like the roller rink, as far as I'm aware. Now, I will say that none of the residents of that town ever leave the area. They don't go wandering into other parts of my system, or my inner world. They don't bug anybody else. They kind of stick to themselves, which seems to be the case for pretty much every city, aside from things like Starlight Plaza, you know, that are very open, you know what I mean? Like, areas that are populated by certain types of people, usually they stick to themselves. You may occasionally see someone from, like, Rogue's Gallery wandering just outside of the gate, but you probably won't see them, like, near the Vampire Lands where Pride lives, or whatever. Like, it's kind of like that. All in all, this is kind of a simpler sort of thing to describe. It's very small. It doesn't really... I don't really know the meaning of it. It's just kind of there. Maybe it's from my love of horror movies. I think that's probably what it is. Because I am a big zombie movie fan. So that could very much be the reason it's there. As for the name, Apocalypse, I mean, it's a zombie apocalypse. That's pretty much self-explanatory. I like trying to find the meanings... Focus. Thinking. I like trying to find the meanings behind each area of my system. My inner world. I keep getting this confused. My inner world. Because it has to do with something up here. Like, when it comes to the sand sharks within Whiplash. The giant sand sharks generally span from the fact that I am a big fan of sharks. I love learning about them, and I know what they can do. You know, it's kind of like that sort of thing. So when it comes to this place, you know, zombie movies, horror films, Fallout, you know, stuff like that. And this is a relatively new place. It hasn't been here, like, forever. It's become a thing within the past maybe 5-6 years. I think, when did I first start to really realize it was there? Like, 2015? Oh man, 5 years. It's been a bit. But in my inner world, that's relatively new. Things like Mount Ravage have been there since the start. So, anyway, sorry it was kind of a shorter one again. Sometimes this is what happens with the inner world. There's not a lot to say about it. It's just kind of a small area. Because that's pretty much what the Cerebreath System is. It's a bunch of small and large areas put into one continent. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. Always do. If you like what I do here, like, comment, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff. It really helps me out a lot, especially with this algorithm. It is a mess. And remember, you're beautiful, you're valid, and you're important. That is very, very, very important to me and everyone up here. And I will see you in the next video that I make. So until then, goodbye.